And see what happens. Just getting ready for our new live here. We've got a bit of a better setup. While we're setting this up, just take the opportunity to give the thumbs up. And if you're not already a subscriber to my channel, share, like and subscribe. Okay. I'm going on here just to find... Do I get notified when I go live?
Probably not.
Well, how would I find my new video? Yeah, it's all right. We've got 15 people watching. G'day, we just come on live, trying out a new format here. So Rhys has got the. I got to get rid of these. Oh, what did I do? How do I get rid of those? There's a way you can get rid of them so they're not coming all over the screen. Sorry, people. So who and Rhys is going to read out some names for me as well.
Delara Alivievra, sorry for butchering that, but hello. Joanne Gollis, watching from Southern Illinois, USA, and Carol Mitchie.
I want to work out a way. Rhys, do you know how to get rid of... Oh, we're just going to have to leave it. That's all. Yeah, so if you can read them in your head and then let me know what they are. So yeah, we're just trying out this new format. So let us know how it looks, how it sounds, if it's sounding better than my Friday Night Live. I've just discovered a new... let's say, not a link, but a new way I can connect on the net and get a better live video. So this is pretty much just me and Rhys sitting here and virtually seeing how it goes as well. So yeah, that's what we're doing today.
Some testing.
What?
Hello from Indianapolis, USA, Angie Gaunter.
G'day Angie, how are you? Good to have you here. I'm still trying to bring this up on my computer. We're just trying some, because I'm not using my normal camera. Everything's different. Normally when I do my Friday Night Live, I have that organised, but this is a different setup. So now things are going all over the place. G'day Heather, g'day Angie, g'day Crackerbox, g'day Carol, and g'day Eva. How yous all going out there?
Paul Wren says it sounds brilliant, just missing the paintings.
Yeah, no, this isn't a Friday Night Live or a tutorial or nothing. We're just doing a bit of like a podcast or a chat, seeing how things go. There's not even any links in the description below yet, but if you're watching the replay, there will be links down there, okay? I'm still trying to find out how to bring all this up on my large computer. So as I got a window of what's going on as well. That's any Paul Wren. G'day Paul Wren.
Click on dashboard.
Dashboard. No, that takes you to... I don't think that takes you there. See, we haven't got this live feed up there already until it's up there. And I thought I would have got a notification, but obviously I don't get notifications from myself.
Crackerbox Palace. Good. I wasn't expecting this.
No, it's a bit different. Can you give us some feedback what the visuals and the audio sounds like? Can you hear Rhys okay? Can you hear myself okay? If you can give us some feedback there. Yeah, because that screen's very small, isn't it? I know what I can do. You talk to the people, Rhys, while I sort this out, please.
I was typing to them.
Well, you don't have to type, you can talk. Sort that out while I...
Looks good, sounds good. You look and sound great. Apparently it sounds pretty good.
Well, that's good.
So video quality better as well?
Yeah, I've got to sign out of here, because... Oh, no. That's not going to work either. Hey, you talk to them while I sort this out, Cobber.
Comments.
Huh?
Better than the Friday Night Lives. Video's good, all is good.
Thank you for that. Yeah, well, my future Friday Night Lives will be this quality. So if you can see clearer, the sound is a bit more better. or better than previous lives. This is how it's going to be. And we've been on, see, I can't see. Can you see down there? Scroll your screen down a bit, or is that the top of it already? No, go up. No, that's it. So I've got to see all the way over there. We've got 5 minutes, 17 people. Yeah, so let's get this on the way. It wasn't a planned show. We just popped up. Want to give it a go. And as new comments come up, Rhys is going to acknowledge those to me so I can say hello to people out there as well.
Apparently you look better without a tie.
I look better without a tie, with a tie. I look better in me lab coat. I look better in a suit. Either. Everyone's different. I don't care. Today's not Friday Night Live, so I'm just dressed up the way I am.
Paul Wren just subscribed to me. Thank you, Paul.
If you're watching the replay of this later on, like I said, there will be links below, and there will be a link to Rhys's YouTube channel. Now, he's putting out there videos of a beginner's journey in his channel. There's a bit there now, not too much, but there's something there to watch. And what he's actually doing is filming himself as a beginner, so other people, even if you're experienced, you can watch a beginner on video go through his journey as he progresses. He's not teaching you how to paint. He's not teaching you any hints or tips. If some come through, well, so be it. But he's just showing you his journey, which would be quite different for people to watch. Another beginner on there in a YouTube video. He's got some, here, I'll grab him. Sit down there. He's got some here. We've got a coffee here as well. So if you've got a coffee going, feel free to drink along with us. Now, this is one of Rhys's earlier.
That is the first one, which isn't very good.
And the same painting, and put that one over there, when he's videoed this on his channel as well. Let's hope that's the same painting. But for a beginner, it's getting good, and that's even sellable. Because we were talking about sizes the other day, if this was on even such a longer one, it'll give this subject a bit more wow factor, or as I say, bullshit.
Yeah, when I first started, so that was the first one, and then a month later, for like my 1 month sort of anniversary of doing YouTube, I revisited my first painting. So it's the same, not exactly the same painting, but I redid my first painting to sort of see my progress of 1 month of learning.
Yeah, he's done these are all on his channel. I'll just quickly show you these subjects. There's one there. These are done by Rhys, obviously, of course.
I don't really like that one though.
Well, it's something you can look at and think, I like the subjects. I might move the water level or change the landmass. That's what's good about paintings that you don't like. You can keep them and analyse them and work out enhancements for your next painting project.
Learn from them.
Absolutely. Some people go, I hate it, I threw it away. Here's another one. This is all we got in the room here today. It's something else that he done as well.
I quite like that one, but I think the horizon, I should have brought it up instead of bringing it down.
Well, there you go. There's another example why you can do the same painting, change the shape of the horizon line, add a different flavour colours in the foreground. It'll look like a different painting, but it's the same subject. Yeah, I just underline there, Rhys. Some certain things here I've got written down there, just every now and then. You got your coffee going?
Yeah, I've about finished it though.
Whoa, you drank very fast. Oh, who we got here? We got, that's Paul Wren. Rhys, your dad's a fantastic teacher. He taught me loads. You're a lucky boy. Oh, we're all lucky if we've still got our parents, and if we don't have our parents, well, unfortunately, we're missing them. They're the good and bads of life, but I'm lucky to have Rhys in my life and my other son, Nicholas. He's just moving to England, I think, today or tomorrow, but
Oh yeah.
we're all lucky. You've just hidden what I can read.
I was moving it because they're saying that mine's quiet, so I was trying to aim the microphone.
Oh, you're a bit quiet. Yeah, that's why I wrote this
Yeah.
here. See there? Because I
Yeah.
noticed you were talking softer. What else have we got there? We've got Angie Navarez. Your dad is the best teacher to you can have. Thank you very much, Angie. Dodal. It's really cool to look back at where you're at, or where we start, and able to see improvements over time. Absolutely. Me and Rhys were just talking about other YouTube channels because he was a bit worried that his first video uploads weren't the best of quality. But I said, you know what? You go to my first videos, they're not the best either. You could probably go to any YouTuber that has a large video library there, go to their first uploads to their to-date uploads, and you'll see a big difference. It's just part of, even when you paint your painting journey, you can look back at your first ones to your up-to-date ones, and there's a big difference as well.
Ah, the Sting. How you going? He's a guy I met in Thailand. He's pretty cool. We played pool together and stuff. He's got a YouTube channel of like sort of photography and vlogs and things like that. If you're interested, go check him out. He's just there in the chat and click on his name.
And the Steg is saying, are they original or prints of originals? They're what Rhys painted out of his head.
Yeah, these are, yeah.
Some of them, like this one was one that I done.
I think so. Some of them I just made up, or some of them I might have got inspiration from Dad, or I've Googled an image and gone off that, or, yeah.
Crackerbox is saying you got to start somewhere. Absolutely, we all start somewhere. As they say, the largest or the longest journey starts with one footstep. Fun times, buddy. Fun to see you guys live today. The Steg.
We'll have to have a drink in Thailand again.
Yeah, Steg. My son Rhys directed me to your channel there, and I had a bit of a sticky beak. So keep it up. Keep it up. Learn as you go. That's all we can do in life, says Paul Wren. If you want, we're open for questions. Whether you want to ask Rhys anything or me anything. We've been going for about 11 minutes. We'll just see how this thing goes. But don't forget, if you come back to the replay, there will be links for my regular links for my Facebook art group page, my Patreon page, there's a donate button through PayPal. How that works is you can use that to send supporting my content just because you want to donate to me, or you can also use it if you're purchasing a painting. And remember, all my paintings are for sale as well, and I do encourage you to buy them, because now what's happening is the most recent ones I put up are going straight away. The ones that are old, they're not getting looked at. Can you pass me that first painting up there, please, Rhys? This one was edited yesterday, and I know it's a bit of a similar subject that what I do a lot of, but it's showing beginners different things you can do in there. And in this one, I didn't edit it out. I made a few mistakes, and I thought, well, I can leave those in there because this here was a mistake, and somewhere down here I did some mistake as well. But in the video you will see that, how I correct it, just to get it looking the way it is there. This one will be featuring Janice Burns from Vero Beach in Florida. She's telling me when it's time to whack a frame on it. And if you want to send in a video and be incorporated into my YouTube videos, you are welcome. You need to message me on Facebook and I can send you a call and we can sort out how it all happens that way, okay? What do we got here? Crackerbox. People will be sad that they missed this.
Yeah, nice little surprise live. No one expected.
Hey, Crackerbox, I can't remember if you were AKA DD or somebody else, but anyway, Crackerbox, on a scale of 1 to 10, I want to know how this looks and sounds compared to my Friday night live. If you can just put a scale of 1 to 10 for me there, Crackerbox, and I'll keep a lookout for your comment. Melissa Barker, do you ever do any drawings with charcoal?
So I was just trying to grab.
Yeah, don't ever try and go behind there. Once it's up, it's impossible.
Yeah, he's got a little folder of like pencil, pen, charcoal drawings he used to do before he got into painting.
So she's saying your paintings are always fantastic. Definitely looks easier than it actually is. What I can say to you there, Melissa, is if it's looking easy to you, but you just can't quite get there with those looks, you would require, I'm assuming, a little bit more practice on those subjects that you can't quite comprehend that look easy when other people do them. I'm not scolding you or coming down on you or anyone else in this way. I just need to get out there that a lot of beginners don't realise You have to practice. If you're watching somebody do something and you feel, wow, they make that look so easy, it might look easy to you, but they've done a lot of practice to it. And if you do the same amount of practice, you can make it just look that easy as well. It's that easy, all right?
Rhys Cruz. Hey Ian, watching your videos really gave me an upper hand for my first college painting class. Can't wait to work on some new ones this summer. Keep up the amazing work.
Oh, that's good feedback there. Who was that? Isaias Cruz. Isaias, check out in my YouTube channel there. I have over 240 odd videos there, and there's a lot of different subjects. So there's quite a few there to knock yourself out with and learn from. Okay, and if you're watching some of my videos for the first time, do me the biggest favour and just give it a good old thumbs up and give it a comment as well. Even if just to say, love your work, Ian, just give it a comment as well. All those little efforts of thumbs up and comments, they help my channel out a lot, okay? It's just some way you can repay me for the time and effort I'm putting there, but I do enjoy making these videos when I have the time. Suzanne Wilson, my clouds never look like yours, even
when I do as you say.
You can do as I say, but you also got to practice. I don't know how much practice you've been putting into them, but my clouds took years to get the way they look. Okay, they took years. They're not going to take a couple of days or a couple of weeks. You've got to persevere with things and they will come, okay? I'd say 7...
Just a little too bland on the background. What's that?
That's Crackerbox. A 7 out of 10. Okay, the background's a bit too... Well, normally this is just... I'm going to put paintings up in my Friday Night Lives as usual. I've just wanted to black out the mess in my room here. We're tight for space here. You get down the bottom there, yep. No mistakes, just happy accidents, says Crackerbox Palace.
I don't agree. I'd say 9 easy. What are they talking about? The quality?
Oh, the quality compared to Friday Night Live. Yeah, well, see, I can tell you now why Paul would give it a 9 and Crackerbox would give it a, what was hers, a 7. They got different internet speeds, different, it's given them, it depends what you're linked to in the internet provider there, how you'll get the feedback.
Celeste Watson says the sound is great tonight.
Yeah, I've got the Rhodes mic plugged into my new camera, and that's working great. We've got 21 people there. This is. I want to look back at this and just analyse it myself so I can fine tune for my next Friday Night Live.
Crackerbox, mess is good.
Yeah, mess is good. This is a blind that pulls down and hides my bookshelf. This is a panel with black material pinned to it, hiding the window and the printer and everything. What I can do while Rhys is talking, this is me Friday Night Live studio area. Rhys can keep talking to you, but I've got all sorts of weird and wonderful things holding things together. I've got a tape dispenser and a mono stick, like a selfie stick, holding this panel up. And for those of you who've seen my tiger painting, that's the tiger painting behind this panel here. But I'm going to move it just so you can see. If you want to see the mess, you are welcome. That's what was holding it together. And this is the tiger painting, but I won't pull the black off it. Excuse me a minute, Rhys. Because I need that for me Friday Night Live. And that's the printer area. So I'm going to slowly, while Rhys is acknowledging yous, I'll just slowly turn this room back to the office so you can see what's actually behind the scenes. Let's hope I don't get a sore arm.
Paul Wren, Ian, where did you get the easel you use? I use a French box.
Yeah, speak a bit louder. Where did I get the easel?
Yeah, where did you get the easel that you use?
Oh, I'll tell you when I finish doing this. Okay. All right, there we go. We're back to the office. That's what the black curtain just hides, all that. Now I can adjust this a bit better for both of us in the middle. My easel is a normal table easel, and I have it screwed to a plastic milk crate. That's all painted black, and it sits on the milk crate. As I stand up on my table, it's at the height, and I've got a pallet screwed and connected to that as well, so I'm just painting here and there. And when I'm filming, I'm just got a camera down there or up at the pallet, and I'll do some wide shots. Okay, what have we got here? Cracker box. My ISP is okay. Love, weird, and wonderful.
Have any of you guys seen Rocky? That's a pencil one that he did. And there's Sylvester Stallone.
Okay, that'll do. Gary Redburn. Is it Redburn? Oh yeah, g'day mate. Just a bit of a useless info. I couldn't find a mop type brush here, so I got a cosmetic brush for $2. Shop and it works. Yes, mop brushes can work so long as your paint is very soft and wet. The way I paint with the retarder, you'd have to practice it if you're going to copy my way. It might be a little bit too soft, but you need to practice it. Always practice a procedure you're about to endeavour and use and adopt, because sometimes it might work or it might not. Someone was asking, do I do charcoal? I don't do charcoal. As Rhys was showing you before, I've just done, all my life was just always graphite pencil. That's one that's not even finished. Graphite pencil drawings. This is a charcoal one that the guy at the markets did of a girl I was dating at the time, and I was sort of alright with it, but I thought, you know what, I went home and did the same thing but in graphite pencil, okay? But that's what I used to do, and in 2012 I went into painting, and this art ability helps my painting. If anything, it helps an artist if they've got artistic skills already to become, that'll show in their work.
Jane Cunningham, have you started a new Saturday night chat?
No, Jane, if you've just come on, we've gone through a different server here, and you might have noticed that the sound and the video quality is a bit better than, say, like my last Friday Night Live show, and my future Friday Night Lives are going to be filmed like this. So we've just done this, giving it a test, seeing what we can read at the time, things like that. And then when it's finished, I can watch the replay and look for issues I can fine tune. So when I go Friday Night Live next week, hopefully things get better and better as time progresses. And do remember, the Friday Night Live shows will be a weekly thing where we can connect and you ask questions and I get to tell you what I have available at time, okay?
Paul Wren asks, have you ever painted a portrait?
Yes, I've done one of Pom. Go in the office there, you can grab it. For those of you, my girlfriend Pom, a few people know of her, but a few people might not. I do portraits, but I kind of cheat. Well, I might call it cheating, but I quite like, it's in the office, Rhys, behind the door, the sewing room behind the door. I do them in black and white, because that way I just do like 3 tones of the greys and the black. I did do one with colour, but it was looking a bit weird, and I will tell you with portraits, you can either do them or you cannot. I remember years ago watching a video with Bob Ross, and he even admitted that he just can't do a portrait, but he can do his landscapes. So that's why he maybe could have done it if he tried black and white, who knows. But this is a black and white one I done on my girlfriend. So that's the type of portraits I do for that person. Who was that?
Paul Wren.
I like this except for the lips. If you look at the lips, they look a bit like a dinosaur lips or a lizard lips. I've done the black outline too much. You need to do outlines with shading. I've said that, and I need to, I'm just going to put that there because it'll scratch easy. I need to practice what I preach. Was that Paul Wren? He wanted to know if I do portraits, did he?
Yeah, have you ever painted one?
I've done one of my son, or both my sons actually. I've done one of my cat Steve. There are portraits that I've done in my YouTube channel, in my video catalogue. Scroll down through the 240 odd there until you find the thumbnail that's showing you of the portraits there. The eyes look obviously brilliant. Great idea. Do it in black and white. Yes. So if you want to try portraits, because the first one I done was in colour and it sort of looked a bit clownish and all over the place and I was getting confused and it made me not want to do them. But grab yourself a picture, convert it to black and white, try it on yourself and mix up your 3 or 4 tones of grey and the black. So you'll have your black, a dark grey and toning down to a lighter colour, then the pure white. And don't put any pure white in the painting until it's at the end, and then you can put the pure white over the dirty white to highlight the tip of the nose or the eyeball or the side where the light may be hitting. Okay, you will learn as you progress with portraits, and you can also do yourself a favour and take photos. Let's say what I did of my sons. I took a heap of photos, just wanted the hand here, move a bit more, look up there, working out what I want to draw and paint, bang, and then do it that way. There's a lot you can discover, and do try it in black and white first, and you will find it can be achievable if you're going to put your effort and heart into it.
Tea rose lover. I did one of my niece and it turned out nice. Then I painted one of my friend and her horse.
Good stuff. Who was that from? T Rose Lover. What's that one saying about landscapes? Melissa, she must have said something before.
No, I asked them, what's your favourite topic to paint? That's to you guys.
Who you asked them what?
I'm asking all them what's their favourite topic to paint.
Oh, okay.
And Melissa Barker said hers is landscapes.
Okay, good stuff.
Angie Neverez, you think you can do a Bob Ross painting evening at sunset? I think you would do a wonderful job just like him.
I've done one of Bob Ross. If you want to go on YouTube and copy the link to that video that he's doing and send it to me, I'm more than happy to put something together like that. I did do one tribute to Bob Ross, and a lot of people would obviously like to see more of that. So if you can find a couple of videos of his that you think are looking great, send me the links and I'll have a look through them and I'll work out the layout, what he's doing, because obviously he does oils. I do acrylic. I can change it to the acrylic method the way I do it, okay? And for those people that follow me and paint in acrylics, can then do a Bob Ross painting in acrylics following my method and getting it to look the way I'm showing it in my video, all right? So send some of those links through by all means on Facebook Messenger.
Heather Dornan, her favourite topic is flowers. Paul Renz is anything with an ocean.
Oceans can be beautiful. Paul Wren, if you can start getting some, I'm not sure where you are in your journey of art, but if you start putting some of them on a bit more of a stretched canvas, like a more of a panoramic view, they'll stick out and pop a lot more. Oceans are beautiful. I do a lot of oceans at times. Okay, so Angie's saying she'll do it. Well, thank you very much for that, Angie. JD, depends on the mood I'm in. What's that saying?
It varies, depends on the mood I'm in.
What varies?
For like the topic.
Yeah, that's another thing I do try to put out there is we've all gone through it. You need to be in the mood to paint. If you're not in the mood to paint, or you do not know what you're going to paint, I've done it before in my early days before I started filming. I set everything up and it's a knot. It's so frustrating. You really need to work out what you're going to paint and the process, how you're going to paint it, the different layers, what colours. And when you know that, you've got a lot more confidence standing at your easel and getting ready to rock and roll with some colours and magic, all right? So that's one thing you do need to take on board. You can just tell them that. You don't need to type it in there.
No, it's meant to be a secret.
How's it a secret? It's there for the world to see. What's Melissa Barker? I know you have done a painting of your cat. How have you done of a dog? Could you do a tutorial of a dog painting? You can do if you watch the one I've done of the cat, you do the same principle, but it's looking like a dog, not a cat. Like the nose, the fur, the eyes, the layout. You can. I haven't done one of a dog. I probably won't ever get around to it because there's so many different subjects that come before a dog, I suppose, so to speak. So um, you can probably watch a cat one or watch somebody else do a cat one. I mean a dog one, and then follow my methods the way I've done it in my cat one. There's so many ways you can do a painting and learning these days with the internet.
Amanda Whitney paints in her head first.
There you go. It's that's another good thing is you can. I've done that. I've had an image in my head, and you know what you're going to paint, and then you can paint it. But if there's nothing there, don't know what sort of mess will turn out on your screen.
Darren Gills. Ian, I had not painted for 20 years, and your YouTube videos inspired me to start again. Cheers.
Where was that one? Oh, okay. Good. Oh, thanks for that feedback, Darren. That's good to hear. 20 years you haven't painted, and I've inspired. I love that, and it's people like you letting me know that keep me going as well. Okay, thank you very much for that. What's that, D Galvin?
I have just finished the painting you did on Thailand. I'm very happy with it.
I've seen a few of them getting around on my art group page, and maybe it was your one there. I'm liking all the ones that I see. I unfortunately don't have the time to put comments down on all of them, but when I do find the time, I go back and try and give some comments. But well done, thank you for your feedback on that. Your paintings are beautiful. JD, I painted in my head too, but the painted result never looked like what I imagined, says JD. How long have you been painting, JD? Let me know that. That could have a lot to do with it.
Used to use oils, now trying acrylic.
Says Darren. Oils, I find oils, I don't paint in oils. I find they can be quite toxic, they have an odour, they get very messy and a bit harder to clean up. Acrylics, that's why I'm doing acrylics. They're easy to clean up, they're simple, you can work in layers, quickly dry a wet bit and add on top of it, where with oils you have to wait a long time. I'm not knocking oils, it's just telling you why I paint in acrylic.
JD has been painting for about 2 years.
2 years, on and off for 2 years, okay. Well, just know, like, not all of us can paint an image from our head. You do need a reference as well. Have a reference, and a reference you're excited to paint. And you can always add your flavour to that reference. You can use the reference just for its subjects, different subjects, and paint those subjects your way. That'll give you a better trip through your painting, and you'll be a lot happier at the end as well. I do that a lot.
Tyler Rocks. Howdy, dudes. Howdy, dude. Do you paint abstract paintings? You did an abstract portrait, didn't you? I
did an abstract portrait of myself. I have, but I don't get right into them. I might tassel into them a little bit, but I don't really go for abstract. And if one of my paintings looks like snot, well then it's abstract. Easy, all right? I just finished a painting. What's that one? Of a seascape using your method. I would love to inbox you a pic on Facebook if that's okay. You're more than welcome there, Paul Wren. Send me a picture of it. I'll have a look at it there. If you are not a member of my art group page, join that group, and you're welcome to add all your art there, even your ideas, your setup, a picture of yourself, and knock yourself out. That's what that art group page is all about as well.
Crackerbox Palace. It's 12:48 a.m. here. Glad I woke up to catch this. Love you guys. Love you too.
Thank you very much, Crackerbox. There is a super chat button down the bottom there if you want to click it. If anyone, what that is in super chat, it allows you to click on that and you donate money. You can put whatever amount you want in there, and it's just donating to my cause, and every money I get from my purchases and Patreon goes to buying bigger and better things, paints, brushes, canvas, panels, everything I need to keep the art studio going. Okay, so if any of you are able to click on that and give it a go, I'll be very appreciative.
Paul Wren, you can post away. It's alright. He wants to send you a picture.
Yep. Sue Paul posted on Facebook. Okay, sure. What's this one there? Trees a Lover. Is it? I want to get the name right. What's that?
T-Rose Lover. Wait till you paint someone and then they change their hair colour, hairstyle and get contact lenses. That happened to her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it could happen. Yeah, because you got me to paint one of your friend's girlfriends, and then all of a sudden she left the scene and did all that work for nothing.
Oh yeah.
Now, you keep talking to him. I think I've got it in here, but I'll have a quick look.
Yeah, it was weird. Spent like a week, probably not like a week in total, but
But
a bit of time doing this
these things happen.
drawing for
These
one of
things
my
happen.
friends, and then she was really fussy about it. I think she wanted glasses or something added to it because he didn't add the glasses, and then yeah, she stopped talking to us. It's really weird.
Well, not us. I never spoke to her. She
Well,
just
my
wanted
friend,
you to.
yeah, she just disappeared.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
I don't think I have it in this file actually, but yeah.
No, I gave it to her.
Oh, she's good. No, you've given it to her, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I still had the picture here. It happened to me, says T-Rose Lover, Crackerbox, ha ha ha, D.
Do I paint as well as my father? Well, I taught him everything he knows, so I think I paint pretty good.
Yeah. I'm a bit annoyed that I can't get anything on here. And you know why? Because on that computer, I'm signed into my account. I need to be signed out, then I can...
Have like another account so you can have your stream up or something.
He's learning like the rest of us, says Crackerbox, T-Rose Lover, T-Rose Lover. How many people we got on here? 22 people. Yeah, we're giving this a go. It's a new setup. Hopefully it's a lot, well, I'm pretty sure that the feedback's been it's a lot clearer. The sound's a little bit better. I mean, this is my lapel mic, so when I do my Friday Night Live, I'll just give you an idea. This is exactly what the sound will be like. So you'll hear me like this. It'll be more direct on my voice, not the atmosphere around me. But just because Rhys is here today and we're testing it out, I've got it hooked on here and it's picking up both of our voices. But with the lapel mic, the closer your voice is to it, the more condensed the sound is and a bit more bearable to listen to. But with a lapel mic, the further away you are, as I can just show you right now, it does get a little bit tinny, but that's all right. But see, now I'll come further away and you can hear the difference. So yeah, what happened?
Just still got it there.
I'll go back so I can just... Thumbs up.
Sounds great.
Yes, so we might... Anyone want to ask anything before we can go? We can hang around or we can rack off. What are you doing?
I'm trying to do something.
Well, do it. All right, well, let's go so you can do something. Rhys wants to get something done, so...
Yeah, it's 4 here.
What do you mean for? Thank you, Ian, very much. You are a great teacher from Costa Rica. Please teach us how to paint a volcano. I've done a volcano island. Just probably can do one with the stuff coming out. Just sent you that pic. Thank you, Paul Wren. I'll have a look at that after this live show. Maria Thiessen from Belgium. These are...
It's Sunday afternoon here in Perth as well. D. Galvin.
On the Sunshine Coast, it's Sunday afternoon. So they're on the Sunshine Coast, D. Galvin. Good night. Where is it at? Sounds good.
Steve is great too.
Doing a volcano. It's harsh right now. Steve is great too, says Corrado.
Corrado de Gura Estragia.
All right, okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to wrap it up. Yeah, like I said, once this is finished, I'll put the links below. So thank you for watching. All the best. Goodbye, good luck, and good on you. Let me just